Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today we're making a spring lemon bundt cake. So to get started, this is how I always make my bundt cakes. I use this bundt pan that I got. My mom got it for me actually from Williams-Sonoma. I spray it very well with some cooking spray, and then I sprinkle in sugar into my bundt pan. You could also use flour just to help with the sticking. And you'll see I have kind of a fail here in a little bit. This is the lemon box cake that I am using. You're going to also need the ingredients on the back of the box to make the cake. So eggs, water, and oil. And then I always add a box of pudding mix to my cake mixes. So I am going to use lemon pudding mix, just a small box of the instant pudding mix, and then this is the frosting that I'm using. Super easy, all store-bought, but it tastes delicious. So the first thing that you're going to do is spray your pan really well, and then, like I said, I take some sugar and I sprinkle it around and kind of shake it around my pan just to coat the pan with a little bit of sugar so that the outside of the cake has some sugar on it. It gives a little bit of texture in the end when you're done baking, and yeah, I think it looks pretty and it tastes delicious. Now, I always do this and I never have a problem with it sticking, and this cake, it stuck a little bit. You're gonna see. Had a little bit of a fail. I normally wouldn't post it, but the cake tasted so good, and you cover it up with the icing anyways, so I went ahead and wanted to show you how to do this. So you add your cake mix in, your pudding mix, and then all of the rest of your ingredients, your eggs, oil, and water, and give it a really good mix. And then we are going to put it in our bundt pan and bake it up. So I'm gonna bake it at 350 for the amount of time that the box says, but it does take a little bit longer. I'm not sure if it's adding that pudding mix in or what, but I always start with the time that the box says. I started with 39 minutes, and then I ended up taking about 45 minutes in the end. So as you can see, my cake stuck a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it. I have my lemon icing here. You could make homemade, but we went with the can this time, in a piping bag. These piping bags I get at the Dollar Tree, by the way. Just a cheap little tip there for you. Or you could use a gallon size baggie, and then you're just gonna pipe it on like this. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my flaws in my cake with icing, and you'll never know, I'll show you at the end, that it stuck a little bit in the pan. I also wanted to add on some sprinkles to this because it is springtime and these sprinkles remind me of spring. So I'm going to get the icing put on, and then we will add on a few sprinkles. I know that this is not a truly homemade cake. I know that it is using a box mix, but I promise you adding that pudding mix in makes a huge difference. You can do this with vanilla cake, chocolate cake. You don't have to use canned frosting. I make homemade frosting all of the time, but I find that this lemon one actually is pretty good. So that's why I went ahead and used it. But yeah, I'm going to place the sprinkles around where I want them. You can kind of see a little hole there in the frosting. I fixed that off camera. But here is the cake finished. I know the lighting is bad here, so I'm going to insert a few pictures. But yeah, I think it turned out super cute, even though I was bummed that it stuck and I wanted to just not post this video. I wanted to show you that even if you have some flops, that you can fix them and no one will ever know. So I hope that you try this. Let me know what you think down in the description box. And if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. I post all kinds of stuff on my channel. And yeah, I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys.